I'm a big fan of the Tops knives, and the Tops Tex Creek, I'm a big fan of that one too. Let's take a look. I've done a lot of work with this blade around the house, so you're going to see a bunch of that footage rolled in. First thing I want to talk about is the edge retention on this. The blade is 1095 steel, and if it's done right, it's really good steel. This has been done right, and here's why. We got a tramp for the kids. The box that it came in was a double thick layered box, and I broke that box down so we get rid of it, but I used this knife, so take a look.
That is some thick cardboard. This was housing a tramp, so I guess they had to make it really thick. I am really impressed with the edge retention thus far on this blade. I've used other blades that I did something similar with, where I cut up a box, and lots of chipping, lots of rolling, just recently actually. And this was, again, that double thickness on that cardboard because it was holding so much weight. And the edge retention on this is really, really quite good. I mean, for going through all of that cardboard, that's not bad at all. Am I doing that in film? Now, what's also really nice about that is when it comes time to sharpen it, you don't have to spend hours and hours, yes, I'm exaggerating, sharpening it, but you can put it on there for a quick touch-up, and that brings it right back to that hair-popping edge. So, color me impressed.
So this is a kind of a drop point blade, sort of. I think the Tops calls it a hunter point or something like that. But it's got a nice sweeping belly on it right here from tip all the way down. Got a lot of belly to work with right there. And speaking of that tip, you do have a swedge on the top of this. This is a saber ground blade, but offers a lot of strength to that tip, but it also offers a lot of precision, so kind of the best of both worlds. You do have some jimping up here on this blade. Is it the best jimping in the world? Not in my opinion. I typically like them a little closer together, but it works adequately well. Yeah, not my favorite, but it's all right. No finger choil up top. You just do have this finger portion that's cut out here in the handle scales and the tang of the knife. You do have a little bit of guard up here. And one thing I always want to comment when companies do this right is when you have that plunge line right here, when you're grinding the blade, a lot of companies, what happens is it's too thick down here at the very first part of the blade. Tops has done this one right, so you don't have a different thickness here versus out here a little bit. So great job. See, you just got a little choil right there. G10 handle scales. I can't remember what they call these specifically, but it offers some nice traction. I do like that. Got a little bit of jimping back here. It's there. I don't know if it really does much, but generous size lanyard hole as well. Ergonomics on this overall are really good. The corners here are nice and rounded. Sorry guys, trying to get this to focus. The one thing I have noticed, and let me get a stick, is in that chest lever grip, when I'm using that, I do notice this point right here really digs into the palm of my hand. Minor, but it is something I noticed. Again, when I'm doing this, it's not typically for long periods of time. So a minor point right there with the ergos and this portion. Otherwise, it's kind of nice in this grip, which you're going to be doing mostly, because it flares out a little bit here at the bottom and acts for a nice kind of anchoring your hand in to the handle scales. There's a look at the sheath. A great leather sheath. Nice stitching in there. You got the Tops emblem See how far it comes up. Sheath holds it really great. I mean, it carries nice. It doesn't flop around. It's great. I think if you were to do somersaults or cartwheels, you might end up losing it, but it still has enough good retention. I don't even worry about it when I'm out here. Overall, I really like this 4-inch blade. In fact, more than I thought I would. Personally, I wouldn't choose this coloration. There are other colorations to choose from, as well as some different handle scales that don't have the these little grooves in them, or whatever you want to call them. So there are different options, and in my mind look better. However, this might be right up your alley. The other things I would change about it personally is I would do some different jimping up top. It's minor. I don't think that's a showstopper for me, but certainly there is other jimping out there that me personally that I would rather have on there. Other than that, I really like this blade. It is a bit heavy for its size. It's coming in at about 9.8 ounces, so there are lighter blades out there. Something to keep in mind if you're backpacking. I gotta say thanks to the late Boy Scout. This is actually on loan from him, and it's been with me for a very long time, so thanks for your patience, appreciate it. This blade is coming in at $120, so if it really floats your boat, run with it, man. There are other blades out there that I think I would pick first over this blade. That said, this is really, really a great blade, and I think while I'm thinking about it, the one thing that stands out to me most is that edge retention on this blade. Holy cow. Going through all that cardboard, I cannot tell you how impressed I was with its edge retention. Overall, great blade, guys. If you're interested, take a look. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.